fast food industry, and we've done 25 through 11 so far. Here you go with the top 10 in reverse order.
Crank it up. Oh, yeah.
Great job today by Kelly Bidlin, T-Mac, Isaiah Wrinkle, and the whole production crew. Who else is involved, Kelly? Did a great job today. Anyway, the only aspect of this I don't like is a picture of my head on Donald Trump's body, and it looks a little bit deformed.
And the salad.
Yeah, there's no salad. No salad allowed. All right,
not a salad since the Reagan administration, I bet.
The 2020 fast food power rankings, we have actually gone, we had 15 honorable mentions, and we've gone from basically number 40 down to number 11, through number 11. So we have 10 more to get to. A couple of takeaways from the show today, guys. I thought Matt Vasgersian was a great guest, and he's very optimistic. How about him betting on July 4th for the start of the baseball season?
Yeah, I hope he's right, but I don't see it. I don't see it, but I hope he's right. He's a great guy, but I think that's I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, Christ, it's June 1st next week, right?
Yeah.
Man, it's a pretty fast turnaround.
Yeah. Did you guys know that you could drop F-bombs on ESPN like Michael Jordan and some of the guys had in the documentary?
Isn't that something?
I've never heard that. You were talking about cleaning up the language on this show, and we're on these marks. I can't believe on ESPN that you can drop F-bombs like that.
Yeah, there's like different rules. I know. I know Howard Stern used to go crazy about that for years. He goes, how come I can't say this word, but Oprah can say it? If she has a doctor on it, I can't say the same word and stuff. I mean, that was not only that, man. It's like, remember the one episode with Ron Harper with the back-to-back curses, and then Jordan with the Isaiah stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think there was one episode, there was like 8 or 9 F-bombs in the episode, but it's like, okay, well, it's a documentary. I don't know.
By the way, remember that on Friday we talked about the props, and the offshore prop was 3 F words in episodes 9 and 10. Rodman had 4 in 8 seconds on Sunday.
Yeah, he did. With Jordan, oh, he's shooting this ball. Although Horace Grant didn't think it was a documentary. I mean, that was what he said on the Chicago radio. Okay, let's do this. Come on, we got to run through this.
Let's get to it. The top 10. Number 11 was Wendy's. Number 10 is Cordoba, and I think this is going to be somewhat controversial for people. Like I said, between number 10 and number 18, my power ratings were airtight. I mean, it was really close. Any of these franchises between 10 and 18 kind of could have flipped spots. But Cordoba came up number 10. I know a lot of people who love it. I wrote about this a little bit in the breakdown. If you get VSiN's digital magazine, it's out right now. Point Spread Weekly. You got a full write-up on all of this. But I love hard shell ground beef tacos, steak tacos, and Cordoba I think has a slight edge over Taco Cabana and Taco John's. A huge edge over Chipotle, which did not make my top 40. I mean, you could easily put Taco Cabana or Taco John's here in the number 10 spot. I said it's very close. I gave Cordoba the edge. How often do you guys stop at this spot?
I've had it once in my life.
That's it?
Yep. Just not memorable to me. I don't know
like
what to tell you.
Yeah. You don't like tacos? Paul?
Well, when I go to a spot like this, I get like the make-it-yourself burritos, and I did it like twice, and both times I was like, again, not great. Never really struck home to me, and wasn't a home run at all. I'm just like, okay, now I'm going to pass.
All right, I don't do the burritos. I just get the hard-shell tacos. I do have to explain one thing. So La Bamba was on the list last year, I believe, at number 3. And I don't know if you guys went to La Bamba when you were in the Midwest, but it was on a lot of Big Ten campuses. And it's burritos as big as your head. And they had the best burritos and the best tortas I've ever had in my life. And I had to drop La Bamba off this year's top 25 list. It's not even an honorable mention because none of the locations have a drive-through window. And I checked with Sammy Panayotovich in Chicago to find out if La Bamba's even still operating, because I've had people tell me it's totally closed. Sammy says there's still a handful of franchises operating, including in Chicago and Champaign. So I guess it could make the restaurant list, but that's why La Bamba has dropped all the way out of the rankings in 2020. Did you guys ever have a chance to eat there? That place was phenomenal, the best fast food Mexican joint I've ever been to.
Negative. Did not even hear about it until your rankings came out last year.
Yeah. I can guarantee some of the viewers and listeners have been to La Bamba and love it, especially if you live in the Midwest, went to a Big Ten school, or live in Chicago. All right, let's get to the rest of the top 10. Whataburger is number 9. And Whataburger is a 24-hour joint. I talked about the fast food power rankings in my formula, and if you're open 24 hours, you get a boost. That's worth a couple bonus points. Whataburger has variety in the menu, which is also important. You got burgers, chicken, and a lot more. And I talked with Paul Stone again, Texas football handicapper, and 2 of his top spots in Texas are Whataburger and Taco Cabana. And Whataburger is pretty much a Southwest-focused fast food franchise, but it's 24 hours, and it's just a hair behind Steak and Shake.
They are not in Las Vegas.
Nope.
They do, however, have them peppered, I think, throughout Phoenix in that area.
That is correct.
I have never been to a Whataburger, so I have no comment here.
Okay, me too.
You guys have never been there? Really?
Nope.
No. By the way, this is hitting me. Matt, this is finally hitting me, by the way. I'm seeing 2 on your honorable mention. I'd have Fuddruckers and Shake Shack higher. I think Shake Shack's burgers are like crack.
Shake Shack's pretty good. It was unranked a year ago. It was Shake Shack. Fuddruckers, I think I had somewhere around number 20. Believe me, it's competitive, Mitch. I mean, who do you knock out of the top 25? You can't. This is not like Dick Vitale with 105 teams in a 68-team field. You can only put 25 franchises in the top 25.
We got to let the next 2 here. How about this now? Okay. Some people say it's blasphemy to say their burgers are overrated. You're out of your mind. In-N-Out Burger, unbelievable. I don't like their fries. And 7, I mean, Steak and Shake with this Cal Ripken streak you had at Steak and Shake with the drive-through. I mean, these burgers, a Steak and Shake and In-N-Out, unbelievable. A little surprised In-N-Out at number 8. Maybe that could be because of the low power rating on the French fries.
Yeah, the French fries are not great. And, there's no variety in the menu. I think if In-N-Out was 24 hours, that would help. The drive-through service late night is pretty good. The burgers are outstanding. The fries could be better.
Yes, they are.
I do like the fact that In-N-Out has 7-Up instead of Sprite or that other cheap imitation knockoff. What's that other thing that's like Sprite?
Sierra Mist?
I can't stand that stuff. Yeah, so I give In-N-Out Burger bonus points for having 7-Up instead of Sierra Mist and Sprite. But
okay, can I ask you two, what is your go-to order at In-N-Out? Because like Paulie said, like if they would up their fry game, In-N-Out would be number 1 on my list. But the fries are so weak, I don't even order them. I get the 3x3 every single time.
Yeah, I get the double. What is it? The double, whatever it's called. I get the animal fries animal style.
Explain that to people who don't know what it is.
I can't remember. It's been so long. I don't even.
It's like it's like a Thousand Island dressing they put on top of like.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty good to get it that way. I get the double every time I go there. Double.
Okay.
Is the go-to. I mean, you don't have much to pick from in In-N-Out, right? I saw somebody tweet us and say In-N-Out's got to be number 1. I just can't. I can't put it at number 1. I think 8 is kind of like the ceiling for In-N-Out Burger.
All right.
Number 7, Steak and Shake. Still a classic. It was number 1 last year. Like I said, when I lived in Chicago, I went through the Steak and Shake drive-through 38 days in a row, and that was when it was 24 hours. South Point owner Michael Gaughan, smart guy, wisely put a franchise inside this casino, and amusement park lines automatically formed out front, and that's for good reason. Steak and Shake is still great. Obviously, it's closed 57 franchises. It was announced recently, and it's not what it used to be, but it's still a top 10 franchise. Great variety in the menu, and the steak burgers are as good as it gets. Definitely deserves to rank ahead of In-N-Out Burger.
Okay, keep going.
Number 6, Raising Cane's.
Yes.
One of the favorites of Nick Bogdanovich and Paul Howard. Baton Rouge, Louisiana chain. How about that? Chicken fingers, Texas toast, coleslaw. Yep. The fries are actually pretty good, but the sauce.
Yes, they are.
Yep, the sauce is the boss. Paul, what do you get every time you go to Raising Cane's?
I get the Caniac. I love the Caniac, and I get the extra sauce. Get the extra Texas toast. Get the coleslaw out of there. Get the extra toast and substitute for the coleslaw. And Jimmy Vaccaro, move over because they have better Coca-Cola than McDonald's. Believe you me. Raising Cane's has better Coca-Cola than McDonald's as well. I love Raising Cane's.
Whoever came up with the idea, the first person ever to say this is going to be my fast food restaurant, it's like the perfect combination. Paul, you're exactly right. The only weakness on the entire thing is the coleslaw, and you can replace that with something else.
Yep.
But that chicken, the way it's done with that sauce and those fries and the Texas toast, and I'll give this. I'm not even a tea drinker, but the sweet tea with all of that stuff combined is like the perfect combination.
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
I don't drink as many Cokes as I used to. Paul, I found that makes you fat around the midsection, so I'm trying to drink fewer Cokes. But if you look, Paul holding up his bottle of Coke.
Oh, sure.
I think Steak and Shake actually has the best fountain Coke, and Raising Cane's is number 2, and McDonald's number 3. Have you had the Steak and Shake fountain Coke?
No, I have not.
Oh, you have to have that.
No. Okay. All right. Let's go.
All right, Raising Cane's I actually think would be top 5. And Mitch, you made a good point. Both of you guys did about the sides. Drop the coleslaw and substitute potato salad or like mashed potatoes and gravy like you get at Popeyes, and I think Raising Cane's would be a top 5.
Okay. I'm on board with that.
I don't think many of our viewers or listeners have been to Zippy's unless you live in Hawaii or you take trips to Hawaii, but this place is phenomenal, and it's going to be in Las Vegas soon. One of the casualties of the COVID-19 pandemic is that the construction on the Zippy's out on 215 West has been halted. It was going to have a grand opening in October in Las Vegas. That's now put on hold. But there are more than 20 locations in Hawaii. You got one near the Maui airport. They got drive-thrus. It's 24 hours. It's Hawaiian barbecue, and it's going to be in Las Vegas eventually. You guys are going to love it. I think when it opens, there's going to be a crazy lines at this place. So you're going to have to go in the middle of the night, Paul, maybe when you wake up at 2:30 before you do the show, swing by Zippy's, get something to eat, and then come in and do the show at 4 o'clock. I've come to love Hawaiian barbecue a lot more in the past 5 or 6 years, and this place is outstanding. And like I said, it's 24 hours, and it's going to be in Las Vegas by 2021.
The major, we got to fly here in the last 4, but But the only blowback I think we're going to get from Zippy's is the same thing. It can't be on the list because it's not available in the mainland.
Okay.
But it is available in one of the 50 states, though. I said it's going to be in Vegas soon. And,
right.
Yeah, that was, when I did the power ratings formula, I'll be honest, Zippy's ranked lower because of availability. And that's one of the categories. And that was the lowest ranking Zippy's got, knocked it down to top 5. Otherwise, it probably would have been number 3. Number 4 is McDonald's. Go ahead, Paul.
It's outrageous. My favorite comedian's Bill Burr. And as Bill Burr once said, it's all over when McDonald's started making the salad. Stick to your roots. Stick to what got you there. You were number 1 because you made everyone fat in the grease and because how we love McDonald's. And now they experiment with too much stuff with the menu, and they change the menu and the health people. Listen, if you're healthy, you're not going to McDonald's, okay? So with the salad and the other garbage, and you're slipping. And again, clean up the drive-thru again. Clean it up. Better job with the drive-thru. Another problem I got with McDonald's. What's the stuff at 3 a.m. I go through before the show to go pick the guys up some breakfast? You cash only too. Yeah, it takes forever. Cash only. That's nonsense as well. Clean it up, McDonald's.
Yep. The overnight drive-through is an absolute mess. It's been like that now for months. My one disagreement would be on the so I used to love the McNuggets at McDonald's, got them all the time. That was when I was 14 years old. They have not evolved in 30 years. You need if they would step up their nugget game, I can make a case for McDonald's to be very high, but they haven't changed their nuggets, which I love, in that long. So it's like, come on, guys, change it already.
Yeah, the nuggets are not very good. The hot mustard sauce is outstanding, though. I don't know if you ever get that, but that's some of the best sauce you're going to find at any fast food place anywhere. The hamburger, still a simple classic. If you have a hangover, perfect place to go. Get a double hamburger with no cheese. Big Mac, still great. The quality of the Quarter Pounder, I don't know if you guys have had it. The double Quarter Pounder recently has improved dramatically. That is now a great sandwich. And the fries, if the fries are toasted brown, Mitch, like you had where in Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
Still some of the best fries in fast food. The dollar menu is a quality option too. Like I said, if you're having a bad run at the sports books one week, I wish the McRib was a year-round menu option, but in a way it might be better that it's restricted to, like 6 weeks out of the year. Can we put up the photo of the McRib? There it is. Look at that. That's from when I went to Maui 2 years ago. I walked into McDonald's and I felt like this is paradise. Look at this. The McRib is here. I took the photo. There it is on the screen. When I went back and looked at my chart, I was surprised at how many times I actually went to McDonald's, and it had to be a top 5. I was a little bit disappointed, but hey, Mitch, like you said, you had a great experience in Nebraska at McDonald's, right?
I did, and I'll tell you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're at number 3, so go ahead.
Number 3 is Freddy's Steak Burgers, which you remember how great Steak and Shake used to be? That's how great Freddy's is right now. This is one of the highest risers on the list, up from number 9 last year. It comes out of Wichita. One of the best things I've seen out of Wichita since Greg Marshall's Shockers team in 2013 that went to the Final Four. I actually love Freddy's Steak Burgers. If you get a chance, they're expanding all over the West Coast now. And here's the can we get a shot? Here's the Freddy's Steak Burgers cup.
Yep.
I brought it in today. I eat there at least 3 or 4 times a week. This franchise is a threat to be number 1 in 2021. Don't overlook Freddy's Steak Burgers. We'll get Mitch. We'll get to the top 2 later.
Yep. I have a Freddy's 8 minutes from my house. It is sensational.